Hi everyone, we are going to talk in today's session more about finances. So we've already covered some of the main responsibilities and tasks associated with treasurer's role. However, Beth here is going to give you more details about that role today.
Hiya, I'm here to talk about the responsibilities of a treasurer and what you need to do if you need a minibus or anything from QC reception.
So Beth, what do I need to do if I'm a treasurer?
So the responsibility for the treasurer, you are responsible for the club account. You have the authority to sign the payments that are going out of the account, and you need to know the account balance of your society account at all times to feed back to your members. So as treasurer, you need to be aware of the different incoming and outgoing of the account. Every week a treasurer receives an up-to-date account balance, so you can see exactly what's in that account without leaving you on your own to do it, because as a treasurer you are required to keep a spreadsheet of exactly what's been put into the account and what's been taken out. But if upon request we can provide you with an actual spreadsheet of what's gone in and out of the financial account that we provide here at CUSU. So there's different sorts of income, so every month we can provide you with a transaction list of all the members that have signed up throughout the month, and that is credited in your account, and the different generated funds that have gone through the account during the week or during the month. So if society wants to pay money in, if they've raised money, if they've got different fees, they can pay that in, and then if they pay that in by QC reception, you can do that by cash or card. Everything will be shown on this transaction list. Different outgoings of the account, so the treasurer has responsibility to sign every green form that goes through. They are the only responsible person to sign that. If by chance the treasurer is not there and a society member is in need of money, then the communication has to be passed on to sports and societies from the treasurer so that person can get the money, because if emergencies happen, so that's the only way that they can do that. If the treasurer needs to claim money, then the president has to sign the form, so the president is approved that transaction to go through, because it has to be in an approval process. Another source of outgoings out of the account would be payments of invoices. So say if a society is going on a trip and needs to pay for something, the first thing to do is communicate with sports and societies, because they need to know exactly what's going on no matter what, but it has to be an approval process. So if you was going on a trip, then you'd have to communicate that with Natalie, and she would raise an in-house purchase order, because that's following the financial regulations, and then that will be passed on, and that will be okay to be paid by cash or by card. But whereas say if the treasurer goes and books something themselves without this approval process, then they will be liable to pay for that transaction because the correct procedures haven't been followed.
Okay, so what are the main things that I need to remember as a treasurer?
So main things that you need to remember, you are the only signatory for the account. So any green forms that get passed through, you need to sign it, or you need to be aware of it by communication with sports and societies. If you need to order goods or services, even if you've left it last minute, you still need to pass on to sports and societies, because they need to know. The best thing to do is be well in advance. Let SNS know if you have an idea that you need to book a good or a services or a service, and then all procedures are followed and you're following financial regulations, because we don't want a society member to be ended up with a bill because we haven't known about it, and they would have to be forced to pay that expense. If you've got any questions or anything about your balance or any financial queries that you're unsure of, just let us know. Come to see me in the office or let SNS know, and then we'll be happy to help you. Anything to do with finance.
Thank you, that was very insightful. I wanted to ask you something else.
Okay.
If my society wants to book a minibus, what should I do?
So we have a service here at the Students' Union where sports and society members are able to book a minibus or even drive a minibus for their society. We have a fleet of minibuses that are owned by CUSU, and we provide this service because I know how expensive external transport could be. So like to offer this service to our sports and societies members, that it saved them a little bit of the cost, and then because everything's in-house, we can make sure the safety measures are in place and we are well in the know with where societies are going on their trips. And yeah, so by doing that, if you want to become a driver for a society, for your club, then we offer an in-house training program. So we provide a practical test and theory test which the member has to take. It's all internal. We have a member of staff here that does it, and then they're eligible to drive the bus and take their societies wherever they need to go. Whereas if you need to book a minibus, if you've already got a driver, then you do that by QC reception. All forms are at QC reception if you want to become a driver, or if you need to book a minibus. Then if you just ask the girls on reception, they'll be able to help you and give you all the information that you need.
Thank you. I hope that this gave you a better understanding about the treasurer's roles and how you can book a minibus. However, important thing to note, there will be another training at the beginning of the academic year, which is mandatory for the treasurers to attend. Thank you.